Yeah, so this video is going to be two parts, as you can probably tell from the title. Not done many videos recently, just lost a bit of enthusiasm for wrestling in general, to be honest, about the direction it's going in as a whole. Most of the companies are just pissing me off with stupid booking and fucking just shit TV, so I'm not sure how many wrestling videos will be on the channel in the future, but I'm thinking of making it mainly movies and maybe a bit of boxing from time and again. So, but yeah, this will be a wrestling video, and it's going to be, as I say, two-parter. In a bit, I'll talk about ROH Border Wars pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. But first, this is almost a week late, but I've been meaning to do this video all of this week. It's been a bank holiday in England, so I've been out and about doing stuff. So, but I wanted to get to it eventually, and it's just to talk about the absolute trash that is TNA at the moment. I mean, this company, obviously, a lot of people have tuned out; they don't watch it anymore. But I've stuck with it. There's quite a few people in the company that I like to watch. But this is the worst that I've seen it for a long time, as long as I can remember. This past week's Impact, obviously there's another Impact tonight. I'll be watching it tomorrow. But last week's Impact for the 3rd of May tapings was absolute trash. One of the worst episodes of wrestling I've ever seen on TV ever. I've been watching wrestling since 1989, 1990. I've been watching Raw since it started, SmackDown, TNA obviously, and ROH more recently, and this is right up there. I'm telling you, if you've stopped watching TNA, just go back and watch this just for the fun of it, because this is fucking hilarious. Some of the stuff on this show is borderline criminal. It's criminal offence, some of this stuff, to wrestling. Hulk Hogan, what the fuck is Hulk Hogan doing? I mean, I love Hulk Hogan. Is without a doubt, I wouldn't be doing this video, I wouldn't be watching wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. That's a fact. There's a handful of people that have made wrestling what it is today, and he's one of them, without a doubt. But he needs to get away, because what is going on at the moment with him being the general manager on Impact is an absolute travesty. Why is he doing? He's doing impressions. He's doing impressions of Van Damme. He's doing impressions of Mr. Anderson. He's doing Anderson's entrance, an impression of that. He's turned into spitting image. Like, what is going on? I'm literally sat there open mouthed at last week's Impact. I can't believe what I'm watching. I didn't think it could sink much lower than the back end of last year. The back half of last year, 2011, was absolutely fucking terrible. From Christmas onwards, it's picked up. It definitely has picked up. At one point, Impact was probably my favourite TV show, wrestling TV show, ahead of Raw, ahead of SmackDown, ahead of ROH. Impact was really solid for a couple of months there, at the turn of the year. But this last week, I don't know who's writing the show now, but fuck me, the whole structure needs to change. I don't know if Bischoff and Flair and Hogan are having too much input, but it's just turned into shit. This is WCW 2001. This is exactly what this is. Why Hogan and Flair's out in the ring at the start of Impact, slagging off Hogan. I don't know why he's mad at him. I don't know why these two are feuding. Like, why is Flair so angry? And he looked absolutely pissed out of his head. He looked pissed up, either on drink or drugs, Flair. I've never seen him in such a state, like slurring his words, fucking cursing Hogan out. Oh man, it was absolutely embarrassing. These two guys should be retired. They should be sitting at home, like sitting on a stockpile of money, retired. Leave it to people that are 40 years younger than you. This opening segment took up like 12 to 15 minutes, and it's just bollocks. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, why are they arguing? Why are they feuding? Like, oh man, it's just, I can't put into words how bad this show was. Then you've got fucking Rob Van Dam out in the ring. Why is Van Dam getting a title shot, by the way, at the next pay-per-view? Is it Sacrifice, is it? I can't even remember the fucking name of the pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view. I think it's Sacrifice. But Van Dam's getting a title shot against Robert Roode. I don't understand this. Why? Why is he getting a title shot? He's been back about 2 weeks. This is madness. This is madness. This is fucking diabolical. He's out in the ring and he cuts a... If there ever was a heel promo, that's it. Van Dam is one of the worst promo guys. No wonder WWE limited his promos and limited his vocabulary, because when he gets to actually speak, he can't fucking speak properly. He can't construct a sentence. He's meant to be a face. He's going up against Robert Roode for the world title, who's their biggest heel in the company, the world champion. And he's cutting a heel Van Dam is cutting a heel promo. He went across the line from being confident, sort of cocky face, to being arrogant, like an arrogant heel that you just wanted to punch in the fucking face. That's how he came across to me. The promo was a heel promo. And I don't know what he's doing because he's a face. Is he stoned? I don't know what he's doing. He's saying I'm the best. I don't need to tell you how good I am. I'm the best in the world and all this bollock. Rob, you've not been relevant since 2006. Listen, Rob Van Dam, I'm a fan of Rob Van Dam. His in-ring work. He's produced some of the better matches that I've seen throughout his career. His matches with Jeff Hardy, his matches with Jerry Lynn in ECW, and obviously One Night Stand with Cena was like memorable. But he's not been relevant since 2000. His act is just tired. It's grown so tired, and I'm just bored of him. He's not young anymore. He tries to make out he's young. He's not. I don't like. He's 40 years old. Like 40 years old, drug taking loser. Get off of wrestling TV. There's no room for you anymore. You're not the best. You never were the best, and you're certainly not the best now. Not since 2006 have you been interesting or relevant in wrestling world at all. So do one. Fucking ponytail. Next, what to talk about next? I don't know. Garrett, oh God, please. Devon Dudley, the TV champion. Oh no. Why? Why is this guy the TV champion? I swear down, I could book this wrestling show. Just let me book it. Fly me to Orlando, Florida. You don't have to pay me very much. I might even do it for free. But let me book this show. Because the wrestlers you've got on this roster, you could do so much, and it's so frustrating to see what's happening. You've got Devon Dudley versus Robbie E for the television title. What the fuck? I don't need to say any more than that, I don't think, do I? I've said it before, I'll say it again. Robbie E is Zack Ryder's retarded brother. That's it. There's no more, no less. It's fucking bellend. Like this TV title should be AJ Styles, Anderson, as much as I hate Anderson, but whatever. Kazarian, Daniels, that sort of wrestler. People like, people like Austin Aries should drop the X Division title, move onwards and upwards. But why have we got Devon Dudley, the man his act was old in 2000. This is criminal stuff. Oh no. And what else? This fucking gut check. If you've tuned out of TNA and you're watching this video, just go and watch TNA, please, because for the last 2 weeks they've been doing this concept called gut check, where they get some poor motherfucker wannabe novice wrestler in for a tryout, quote unquote, and this week took it to a whole new low. It really did. A guy called Alex Silver, who I've not seen before. He's probably on the indies, is he? I don't know, but whatever. He wrestled last week against Robbie E. got beat. Robbie squashed him in about 3 or 4 minutes. And Alex Silver comes back tonight for an appraisal, if you like, on his performance. So we've got Al Snow, yeah? Listen, take these words, don't just brush these words off, take them in, what I'm saying. Al Snow, these are the people that are judging his performance, talent judges. Al Snow, Bruce Pritchard, fucking Dude Love, wannabe, fucking prick, and Ric Flair. Suddenly Ric Flair had more turns tonight than F1, more turns than Monaco Formula 1 Grand Prix. Right, at the start of the show, as I've just mentioned, he was heeling it up to fuck, slating Hogan, slating the fans. Within an hour, he's a talent judge for this Alex Silver. At first he's a heel, saying he doesn't want him, he doesn't rate him, blah blah blah. Alex Silver gets the mic. I can't believe what happened. Alex Silver gets the mic, gives this fucking cringeworthy, cheesy promo about his dad looking down on him, that his dad's dead and all this bollocks, and that he wanted to be a wrestler. He wanted him to go and achieve his dream of being a wrestler. Ric Flair turns. He changes his opinion and says, "Yeah, I like him. That's what I wanted to see. I like this kid. Hire him." What? Sorry, Rick. Because his dad's dead, that means all of a sudden he's worthy of a contract, does it? Like 2 minutes ago, Ric Flair said that he wasn't big enough, he wasn't good enough in the ring, basically just buried him on national TV. But because his dad's died, suddenly he's all for hiring this Alex Silver. Oh, man. Why is Bruce Pritchard on TV? I'm done with this segment. Just please go and watch this. This is one of the funniest segments I've ever seen on wrestling TV. I'm telling you right now, this show is fucking brilliant. This is some funny shit. Right, the last thing I'm going to talk about is Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson. How many times are these two going to break up and get back together again? They've done it more times than Ken and Deidre at Coronation Street. I don't understand what's going on. These two fuckers were feuding in 2010, then they became a tag team, all pally-pally. Then Anderson went and joined Immortal, Hardy went and joined Immortal and all that crap. And they're doing it again. They were a tag team, they've been a tag team for about the last month, and now they're having a match. They're feuding and having a match at Sacrifice. What's going on? I need some explanation as to why these pricks are feuding. Are TNA just forgetting that they did this in 2010? They're just rehashing the same storylines from 2010. And it pisses me off, because I don't know if they actually forget or they just don't care. I don't know what's worse. Like, if they don't care and they just think, well, it doesn't really matter, we're just going to do what we want to do anyway, which is bollocks, or they just forget and they're just doing it because they think that it's original. We've seen this 2 years ago. Hardy and Anderson have spent too much time together, either feuding or as a tag team. Just, fuck's sake, this is criminal. Why am I telling TNA how they should be booking their show? Fucking piss stains. So yeah, if you've stopped watching TNA, I'm not going to stop watching it. This last week's show made me laugh like nothing. The wrestling show's not made me laugh this much for a long time. This is car crash TV at its very best. So just go and watch it like last week's show, or tune into this week's show, because I'm sure this week's show will be the same. It'll be fucking terrible. So yeah, funny as fuck, but absolutely disastrous all in the same way. So whatever. But I just wanted to get it off my chest anyway, and I'll quickly talk about ROH Border Wars. I'm not going to be ordering the pay-per-view. No way. Not after. I know it's, as far as I know, it's not on Go Fight Live. I might be wrong about that, but I can't. Is it right that ROH is streaming it on their website? Is that right? Someone tell me. I don't know. But I'm not going to pay for it anyway. It's internet streaming is not for me whatsoever. Internet pay-per-view. There's too many too many glitches. There's too much stuff that can go wrong. So I'll just wait and watch it illegally, basically. But yeah, the show, I'm expecting a good show. Actually, it should be really good. Kevin Steen and Davey Richards. I actually like this feud. I think the last 2 or 3 weeks of TV it's really gathered a lot of momentum. Mainly thanks to Davey Richards getting more serious with his promos. As a cookie cutter babyface, Davey Richards is fucking awful. Let's be honest. This title reign has been little short of a disaster, in my opinion. And as I understand it, Kevin Steen, this Cornette's duped him into signing the contract, which actually states that it's his one and only title shot. So I'm fully expecting a title change, and I'm praying for a title change as well. That's what it needs. Get the belt off Davey Richards. Hopefully he'll heal it up a little bit. With it being in Canada, Steen's going to have a lot of support. Davey Richards needs to be 2009 American Wolf Davey Richards. Heel tag team American Wolves style Davey Richards. That's what it needs to be. At the very least, he needs to be sort of a tweener. He cannot be a babyface, an out and out babyface. Not in my opinion. He fucking sucks on the mic as a babyface. So Roderick Strong and Finlay should be a great match. Really looking forward to that. The Briscoes versus World's Greatest Tag Team. I'm just glad that this is it. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm absolutely sick and tired of this feud. Just want it to end. Don't get me wrong, they've had some cracking matches, and I'm expecting this to be a great match as well. I'm expecting the Briscoes will retain the belts, and it should be a great match, but just break them apart, let them go and feud with other people, because it's more drawn out than Art Attack. Lance Storm and Mike Bennett, not really sure how they can improve on Showdown in the Sun, but whatever. Elgin and Cole should be good. Massive fan of Elgin. I've said on this channel many times that I tell you, there's one feud that I am looking forward to, and I hope they go down that route at some point, is Steen and Elgin feuding over the world title. That's brilliant stuff. Elgin's underrated on the mic as well, in my opinion. He's obviously, he don't get to talk much, being in the House of Truth with Martini and Roderick Strong doing most of the talking, but I think he can be decent on the mic if given a bit of freedom. So that is one feud that I would love to see, Elgin and Steen. They could have cracking matches, I'm sure of it. Rhino, looking forward to see Rhino in a bit of a longer match. He's had a couple of squash matches since he's come back, but Eddie Edwards and Rhino should be decent. So yeah, all round should be a good show. Like I say, I won't be paying for it though. Last Showdown in the Sun has totally put me off internet pay-per-view. Like, I'll not be doing that again. So yeah, have a good one and see you later.